Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Thank you guys for clicking on this video, but I want to get right into it because this has really been bothering me for a few weeks now. And I honestly, I assumed that Zeus would have excused this young lady from their platform due to the things that she'd been doing and saying to the other ladies, which I found to be extremely problematic, but they have not. So since they have not, I'm going to go ahead and speak on it because I don't find it to be okay. Now, as of now, Zeus's Baddies little franchise that they have, which Natalie Nunn, she pretty much leads the pack. They're on their Caribbeans season. So, they went out to the Bahamas and the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, all of these things. They're doing the Caribbean thing. And they introduced a new character this season by the name of Big Gretch. And upon me first seeing Big Gretch, I'm thinking, okay, she's a cute girl. She's probably gonna be turned fun. I think I'm gonna probably like her. She might be okay. And the next thing I know, she's fighting with Meatball. And while she's fighting, she's calling this girl the forbidden N-word. We all know what that is. I'm not gonna say it, but we all know what it is. Okay, it's a word that is typically used and thrown at black people to make them feel less than. Okay. And not only did she continue to say this word, she was addressed by several of the ladies, especially Jayla, who let her know, that's not okay, why it's not okay, and that she needed to stop it. She continued to do so. When she was asked why she's even doing it, she says that she only says it when she feels attacked, when she's angry, when she's upset. So that means that she's only saying it in a negative manner, or when she feels, a negative energy on her. That's when she starts to spit in that word. And it seems like no matter what they tried to say to her, what they tried to explain to her, no matter how many girls went upside that head, she just did not get it. And she just was not going to respect the fact that she shouldn't be saying that word. And for me, we've made the word so, popular in our culture. It's in our music. It's in the movies. It's in almost everything. You know what I'm saying? We cannot necessarily police the word, I want to say. So I don't expect the ladies to continue necessarily going back and forth with Gretch, but I did expect for Zeus as a network to step up and say, hey, this is not okay. Because let me make something very clear to you. Had you taken yourself, one of us, take ourselves over to, let's just say, a Jewish network, and start saying all kinds of crazy stuff and, disrespecting, the struggle that they had, which we all know of, that their people went through the Holocaust. That's not okay. I wouldn't stand by one of us doing it. And let me make sure you understand that they would not stand by one of us doing it. It wouldn't be no argument. It wouldn't be no explanation. It wouldn't be none of that. They would chop her off. She'd lose all access to their resources and everything else. There would be no further discussion. You'd just be done and over with. Y'all seen what happened to Kanye. Y'all seen what happened to Nick. They came both back out here apologizing, pleading, and going on these little tours trying to get forgiveness. When you say something against the Hispanic community, they stick together. And let me make this clear. I respect both of those communities as well. And I respect the fact that they stick together. But the problem I have with my own people is that we do not. Not only did Zeus as a network sit there and keep her up there, putting memes up. Like, this is funny. They put memes up on their, their Instagram page. So to them, this is all a big joke. And they're just trying to rake in money for the ratings. They don't care nothing about this. But any other group of people, they don't play that. They're not going for it. We cannot say anything disrespectful about them or come for them in the wrong manners without facing some sort of punishment for doing so. So my problem with my people is that we got to get together and we got to stop this. I see so many of my people who look like me in the comments. Oh, Gretch stood on business. She did this, and yeah, she wrong, and I don't like what she said, but girl, I give it that. She got heart. Y'all sound so stupid. Y'all are ignorant, and you sound stupid. Foolish. Jigaboos. That's what y'all. Raccoons. Because y'all are the same exact ones that she's been around, that has made her feel emboldened to say that crap on national TV to those women repeatedly like that. It is black people like you guys in the comments, amen in her and big up in her and talking about, oh, we love her. Stop it. Y'all are the ones that would have never made it to freedom. because you've been too busy running up trying to snitch and tell Massa what was finna go down. When she sits around and she says that, oh, I've been around black people and my this and that is black and they don't mind me saying it, she's talking about some of the fools like you in those comments, because you're spineless and you stand for absolutely nothing. Let me explain something to you. You can call her whatever you want in retaliation to what she said, but none of those words that you say back to her are going to hit as hard as the one that she's using. The one that she knows she has absolutely no business using. She has no right to use. And quit with all this, oh, they Puerto Rican, they this and that. Nah, they want to make sure they separate themselves and say they Puerto Rican, they Dominican, they this, that, and the third. I'm going to get on Biggie too. They want to separate themselves and all that other stuff. That's cool. Go ahead and separate yourself. That's what I want you to do. But when you separate yourself, understand that you can't use that motherfucking word. That's what you got to understand. Because since you separated yourself, that means you know that that word being used against one of us says a whole bunch of things, such as your ancestors were taken against their will. Your ancestors were sold away from their babies. Babies used as bait. Okay? Your ancestors were seen as nothing more than property. So there's no other word that you can use to hit them back with that's going to say all of that. It's unfair. It's not right. It's wrong. And she knows that too. But as long as she got idiots like y'all in the comments sitting up there going up for that mess, she going to keep doing it. And Zeus ought to be ashamed of themselves. Lemuel, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You have created a table, sir. Meaning you don't have to go beg and knock on nobody's door to ask them for a plate or nothing else. You have created your own table that you can now give out chairs and invite others to so that they may eat and take care of their families too. And as a black man, for you to sit there and let that woman say that to those women repeatedly like that and traumatize them in that way, you're dead wrong. And you're a disgrace. And I can't wait till they do a surviving Zeus on you. I swear I can't wait. Because the moment they do it, I'm going to report on every single episode. Just because you let Gretch do that. Absolutely. I have a big problem with that. I don't know what kind of Negroes y'all done been around that allow that kind of mess. But where I'm from, we ain't going for it. She should have been gone. And then Biggie, you know... I'm so frustrated with Biggie because last season when Rolly and Biggie were getting into it on Baddies East, that's when I first started watching last season. Rolly was sitting up there mocking Biggie. When Biggie came in, Biggie was, saying, let's get it popping or whatever she was saying. And Rolly was like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, making fun of the fact that Biggie speaks Spanish. I hated that because that's childish as fuck. Like, we grown. That is her culture. Don't insult her culture like that. If she's speaking Spanish, so what? Respect that. Leave her alone. You don't do that to nobody. That's wrong. I hated it. And I didn't like Rolly for the rest of the freaking season just because I didn't like how she treated Biggie. You know what I'm saying? And I advocated for Biggie online. Like, I was in them comments, like I was going so hard for Biggie. And then to see Biggie, who has her own platform, her own little YouTube show, she's sitting up there trying to defend what Gretchen said. There is no defense for that. Talking about, oh, I can't give out black cards and this, that, and the third. You're right, baby. You can't give out black cards. And I'm glad you understand that you can't give out black cards because you're not black. So since you're not black, you also can't tell black women and black people how to feel about her using that word when she's angry to insult other black women. You should have just shut your mouth and stayed out of it, because now I don't want no parts of you. I can't wait till they get your ass, Biggie, because you know they gunning for you. And I'm done supporting you. No more support will be given to Biggie from this point on for me. Whatever they do to her is whatever they do to her. Straight up. Straight up. We cannot be aligning with these people who don't stand right. Just like Wendellise or whatever her name. I'm so glad they kicked her in that horrible, ugly, atrocious wig off, because she's sitting up there trying to defend her. And I get it. They're Hispanic. So I guess, whatever. The Hispanics got to go up for each other. But come on, y'all know right from wrong. Because the same way that Gretch is sitting up there acting like she don't have no understanding when she needs to stop saying that word to those women. And she's sitting there hollering about she got black kids. Now, if you go to school and somebody decide they want to teach you a lesson and have their white children or children who are not mixed with black come up and start calling your kids that word, and they come home crying, you're going to be upset. You're going to be outraged. You're going to feel away. You're going to want to whoop their mama's butts. You're going to want to call the school and everything else to get justice for your baby. That's the same way the women feel. Stop using, you can call them B words, H words, whatever else you want to call them, every H word walking. But to call them the N word, that's a low blow and you know it. It's a low blow. She should have been off the show. And the only reason I can see them letting her stay is they got something real good planned for her. Now, if you got something real good planned for her, I'm going to come back and we going to be all right. But as of right now, I'm real upset with Zeus. I don't appreciate how they've handled this big Gretch situation. I don't appreciate how it's being swept under the rug, because other communities do not sweep stuff under the rug. They do not allow any disrespect. They stand up for theirs, and they mean it, and they don't care who don't like it. They stand up for theirs. And I'm just going to need the Black community to do it. I need y'all to stop going up for everything. Everything is not for entertainment. Everything is not for fun. If you ain't looking around with what's coming up in November, y'all better get y'all shit together and get your heads on straight, because it's not a game, and it's about to get real serious out here. So I'm done ranting and raving about it, because y'all, listen, I could go on all night, but I'm trying to keep everything monetized, so I'm going to ease up off of here. So listen, y'all get down in the comments and let me know how you feel. Do you guys feel like, you know, some of us are taking it too far, we're being too emotional, which the hell we not, or do you guys feel like, you know, Gretch was completely out of line? You know, do you feel like Hispanics have the right to say that word? Do you feel like Zeus should have done more as a company? Let me know what you all are thinking, and I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.